Hey everybody, it's Brendan with Pkwy Nissan, and today we're going to be actually checking out a different vehicle. As many of you know, we get a lot of EV vehicles, and what a better time than right now to have them. We have a 2024 IONIQ, and it's actually finished in my favorite color that Hyundai makes on these particular vehicles, in the cyber teal green with a pearl accent. It's gorgeous. My opinion, let us know in the comments below. Do you like this color with the first impressions? I think they make some really unique colors like the cyber gray, the green here that we see here behind us, and then some others that they've made, but this one definitely is my favorite. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, click the link at the top of the description to get a conversation started with one of our staff members here at Pkwy Nissan, and we'll get you going. This one here that we're looking at is a 2024 IONIQ, finished in the cyber green, but it is the ultimate package. And the ultimate package gives these lovely massive wheels, and this is also a long range. So it'll do up to approximately, under prime conditions, 418 kilometers of full range. That's before the heat and the radio is on and all the little things. But I have consistently been driving some EVs as of late, and I actually had the privilege of driving, not this particular one, but a IONIQ long range in a different year. And I've been able to, in my real world driving, been able to get between 350 and 360 kilometers of real world driving. I think that's impressive for a vehicle like this. Let's check it out. So first and foremost, I would say with this vehicle, it has a very retro kind of hip look to it. I don't know how I would describe it. I've looked online to figure out how someone would describe this, but for whatever reason, in my opinion, it kind of reminds me of like the old Sega games or Atari games. It's got like that very kind of look to it. It brings that retro vibe back to me in my opinion. At a time where EVs all have a different distinctive profile to them. Some are sportier, like the Ford Mustang Mach-E. Obviously everybody is familiar with the Model Y Tesla. That would be a comparative vehicle to this one. And then some of the others like our Nissan Leaf or Nissan Ariya. They all have a different look. But Hyundai, I really like what they've done here with this one here in particular, where it has that retro feel to it. But let's check it out. So, biggest thing I love is that front end, how these LED lights are here at the very front. And I love how this chrome accent here below lights up. This gives it a very interesting stance and making sure that the people that are looking at this vehicle in the rear view mirror know what this vehicle is, that it's a Hyundai IONIQ. Down below, very simplistic, modern looking design with the bumper. We've got all our little sensors and sonar systems built into the bumper here. And the one thing I love while driving the IONIQ is the front nose camera, along with the, as I would describe, bird's eye cameras on the outside passenger and driver mirror, and then also on the rear tailgate. Let's come around the side here. So with this design here, they've kept that same flow through. I love these little accents here. I'm not sure if it's to help with the coefficient of drag or if it's there for helping with the efficiency of how it drives, but the little accents here on the fender cover. And I like how they've done it. We've seen some manufacturers go to like a black look. I like that Hyundai's gone to a metallic gray finish. Really just kind of makes that vehicle, that side of it, pop. We've got our turn indicators here into the side of the mirror. These do fold in as well. If you're parking the vehicle in a tighter space or garage or underground parking, you do have that flexibility to do so. As we go along around the bottom here, I love this. I was speaking to a colleague here the other day about this. This was the one thing they didn't like on the vehicle, was this stainless steel accent. I really like it. I think it really makes the vehicle pop with that nice two-tone, right? We've seen some of these that are black or white, and this just really makes that whole door profile stand out. Coming along the rear, the door handles. Love this. Everyone has a different system to it, but I love how the door handles are actually integrated with the door. They're not sticking out. It just has a nice flush and, again, that modern design that we see obviously on this vehicle. Coming around the back here, neat feature when the vehicle's on or off and you want to charge it. I like how I found this out the other day when driving it. There's these little white bars down below, and it just shows based on percentage of battery how much battery is left. So right now it's saying we're just under half, which is correct because there's about 35% of battery life left on this right now before it needs that full charge. It does have the capability to accept charge from the Tesla network, If you have the need that you need to hook up to Tesla superchargers or the regular level 2 plug, it'll do it through here as well. So great feature, and then it's just a power door to drop it back down. This might be my favorite part of the vehicle, coming around the back, just the way this looks with these lights. Obviously there's a design language that goes with any vehicle, but I really appreciate what they've done here with the IONIQ. We've sold plenty of them this year. We are into probably the low 20s or mid 20s of selling pre-owned IONIQs here at our location. We do very well with them. We've seen some manufacturers get away from overproducing EVs, and I feel it's created some fear to some people. When it's done that, it's also brought the pricing on EVs down, whether it's Tesla, Ford, Hyundai, Nissan. We've seen them drop with some fear with the EV, so it's a good time to pick one up at a discounted price right now and save yourself a ton of money and also not have to go to the gas pumps. Just to give some comparison to real world here, I want to share this with you guys. We are in Hamilton, Ontario, and I've been driving this vehicle along with some other EVs, and I have it hooked up to a level charger at home. And based on Ontario electricity rates, charging it at off-peak hours, it works out to be $3 to $4 per charge that will give you a very respective 360 kilometers of rear-wheel driving and advertised over 400. But I find when you compare that to a vehicle that would be a gas or gas combustion engine, that would be to do 400 kilometers for most vehicles anywhere from $50 to $60. So I think it's some good savings in a vehicle like this, especially if you're going to drive for over 4 or 5 years with something like this. Looking into the back of the vehicle, a respectable amount of space considering the size of the vehicle. Most of the IONIQs we've seen are optioned out with this rubber floor mat for the back, just protecting that rear cargo area. They do have a privacy cover where you can slide across the back. And then the seats are 60-40 split, so you can drop them down to give yourself a little bit more space if you're doing any kind of traveling, or you have hockey bags or any belongings that you're going on a road trip with. And then Hyundai provides you with a level 1 plug. Now this is great, but if I were to have this vehicle at dead zero and plug this, it would take 3 to 4 days to get this to 100%. So although it does help, if the vehicle's sitting for longer durations, in a pinch, you have something where you can plug into a regular 120. Ideally, you really need a level 2 to sustain living with this on a daily basis. Obviously that comes with a cost to get that installed at your house. Typically what we always say to people, to get the wiring to go into a pre-existing electrical box at home can range anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000, and then obviously the additional cost of the unit that we sell or that we can source for you to get and make sure that that's installed at your house properly. Let's check out the inside. All right, so here we are now inside, and I must say, it's the 23rd right now of December. It's a few days before our holiday break. It's always nice. I'm kind of bearing the cold climates outside right now as our cameraman right now. And it's nice getting in the vehicle when it's nice and warm, and we're accompanied with that right now, so it always helps. But a few things getting in a car like this that really you can appreciate is, first and foremost, I want to pay a tribute to this gorgeous panoramic roof. It goes all the way back and it creates just a beautiful ambiance and a ton of light coming through the vehicle. Really nice for the driver, the passenger. Obviously hard to appreciate that when we're looking out the windshield, but when you're just sitting around or waiting for passengers or sitting in the car, you get to appreciate this beautiful panoramic roof above. Getting in the car, it's very simple. Everything flows through this gorgeous screen that we have up front. Shows how much battery life we have on the car right now. The car is on, so it is very, very quiet. We have all our temperature and climate controls down below. We do have our USB plugins down at the very bottom here, and we do have the option for the wireless charger that is down below as well. The armrest feels great. I get in a lot of vehicles, sometimes the armrest is too high, too low, too narrow, too wide. This is perfect, and it does have the option to also raise that up or create a little bit of more space down below. So they've definitely fully thought out this vehicle when they designed it. I think they've done a fantastic job, and it makes sense. We see lots of these on the road, and we sell quite a few of them. it's no surprise to us why they have such a good review on this Hyundai IONIQ. This particular vehicle, so it shows our kilometers. This IONIQ has 30,000 kilometers on it. Again, showing us the range, so it's very clear. There's no misunderstanding as to our distance that we can drive this vehicle before we need to recharge it. This one here in the Ultimate package has the leather steering wheel. We've got our paddle shifters on here. We've got our intelligent cruise control and lane keep assist that comes on this vehicle. All of our audio controls over here on the steering wheel as well. And it has 3 very unique different drive modes. We've all been in vehicles where there's like a sport, a normal, and an eco, which there is in this, and they sometimes don't feel all that different, but driving the IONIQ, they most certainly do. With the sport mode, you're met with instantaneous torque, and the vehicle just flies. Normal feels like your normal car. And then the eco mode or eco mode pushes back on the gas pedal a little bit to some degree with some resistance. So you're not always mashing the accelerator pedal, which therefore would decrease your overall range. On the windshield right now, the vehicle does come with your heads-up driver display. So on here, it'll show my range, kilometers per hour, any audio that I'm listening to currently right now, and any information as far as Google Maps or Android Auto that would be displayed on. This screen would also be right in front of me, so I have a clear field of view looking out while I'm driving with no distractions. Let's pop out of the vehicle and get our final thoughts on what we think of this Hyundai IONIQ. All right, so that's it for the inside of the car. Let us know what your thoughts are. This is a super competitive segment with the Model Y, the Nissan Ariya or Nissan Leaf, obviously this IONIQ here, the Ford Mustang Mach-E. I personally love the look of these. I think it's arguably the nicest driving. It's definitely not the sportiest in its class, as the Mach-E definitely has more sportiness and feel to it, as I've had the privilege of driving that as well. This one might be the most comfortable and quietest in its segment. And the one thing that I think is a game changer in these is the battery in this, and its architecture allows you to bring in 800 volts of power, where you can charge this at a DC fast charger network, which they are few and far between, but they do exist, from a 10% battery to 80% in roughly 18 minutes. That's unheard of. I believe that's quicker than any supercharger network that Tesla offers, and it's by far quicker than anything else any other manufacturer currently offers. I think game changer for this car, above and beyond for a vehicle that already I think is at the top of a list for many people. Let us know your thoughts. For more videos, as we release new content every week, follow us at Pkwy Nissan and check us out on the next video. Come and get it.